What's going on, people? Do any of you happen to realize that you're scumbag pieces of shit covered in greatness? Scumbag pieces of shit covered in greatness. Just like when you have chocolate covered strawberries, because actually today I dipped my head in a banquet and just, I tried a few of those chocolate covered strawberries, and it just made me think about the people that I'm around, right, consuming the strawberries. A lot of you feel that you're great when you're really not. There's nothing about your characters, your inner characters, that speaks of greatness, right? You reek, but you don't reek of greatness. You reek of bullshit, because that's what you are. You're scumbag pieces of shit covered in greatness. And so before we want to sample a bite of this greatness, quote unquote, it's important to understand that shit probably doesn't taste good. I've never tried shit, but it doesn't smell too good. So I'm assuming that, the taste is just like it looks. Many of you have superficial egos, right? You pride yourselves on things that are not important. Some of you have, jobs, and, because this is where we see all of these things. When you're an adult, you don't have an opportunity so much to see stupid people in action unless you're dealing with them on a direct one-on-one basis. Maybe you're in a store or something and the clerk is an asshole, covered in greatness, or whoever you're dealing with on the outside. But when you're at work, there's a lot of people that you have to see and be around every day, and you spend a great deal of time with these people. You spend like 8 hours or more with these people, and many of them will sell you these stories about their greatness and what they've accomplished, and some of them have, nice salaries and power jobs and stuff like that. And see, here's the thing. When I worked in corporate America, I never found myself in a situation where I thought I was greater than another person. As a matter of fact, I spent my days hemming and hawing in my own mind about getting the fuck out of this place, because I knew that there was something greater for me. And I didn't share that secret with the people necessarily, but I knew that in my heart, that this humdrum thing, right, that some of us call life is not, what we think it is. So we're very superficial. We ignore people, when we think we have some type of status or something. And it's all relative to human nature, because humans are fucking retarded. Excuse me. Humans are BR. They're stupid. Right? And like I said, that's sort of a slight to the people who really have mental deficiencies, that can't help themselves. But a lot of you people choose to be BR because you gravitate to that. You didn't have any other framing, because everyone around you was dysfunctional and low level, and you guys clamored to be accepted. I don't want to be accepted by low life people. I don't want to be accepted by people who have low standards for themselves and the people that they hang around. I don't like low lives, right? Dipped in shit and thinking it's greatness. Many of you people out there, you great people, you have status in the world, some of you, but you didn't earn that status in the right way. You didn't go about and roll your sleeves up and, pull your bootstraps up and go out here in life and knock it out, right? Stay the same, true to who you are, uphold your convictions and stuff. You're not these people. There are great people in life that have went on to do great things in history because they stood for something. And that movement, propelled them to the great status that they have. They're just people. But their great status comes when they're willing to show something that humanity needs to see. So none of you people can do that. All I've ever seen you do is do the things that you do, which are negative things. You guys, you're one-uppers, you're insecure, you're petty, you're jealous, In every way that I encounter people on a social level, I see the 5-year-olds that they were. Now, many of you will come out and say, well, why are you judging us? Why are you saying this about us? Because you need to be told the fucking truth. Someone needs to let you know that you're a scumbag piece of shit, but you're covered in greatness. Because you think you are. That greatness is only bullshit to those who can see better than the average person. The empaths. Particularly the hybrid empaths, the justice empaths like myself. We don't even deal with you bullshitters. We don't even waste our time, and we don't pretend. See, I stand for something. I don't pretend that I like people that I don't. People who literally nauseate me. I don't act like I like them. What would be the point of me doing it? How am I serving myself by staying around lowlifes? And that's why I got out of that work environment. You know, some of you are not cut out to do things other than doing your work environment, and I respect that. And I tell you, stay on that job. You know, do what you got to do to pay your bills. You're not robbing anyone, right? So if you're not doing that, then you're doing something positive just for yourselves. You know? Some of us are not capable of being greater than what we want to be in our own minds, right? You see this all the time, you know? We see these examples on YouTube. You see great people on YouTube. You see people that have gone on to do great things, you know, huge followings and so forth. And they earn those things. And then you have people who, you know, barely get views, or people don't care about their messages, you know. And that's because they worry because they're in it for the wrong reasons. They're not trying to really reach someone. They're just trying to do popularity things. And then when you listen to them, and I've done this, you know, the people on YouTube who are great, I comment on you guys, and I tell you what I think about your commentary and your videos, and they're awesome, right? And when they are, I'm the first person to raise my hand and state that. But there's a lot of people that I've tried to give a chance to, and you don't have a message. A lot of you people just get on here and you just curse a lot, and you just say slang and, you know, slurs and racial epithets, and, you know, and everything you do and say are just jackass things. You're not doing anything constructive. So the people on a certain intelligence level are not really checking for you. There's a crowd for you. You have people who are willing to participate in your bullshit. And those people have the same vibrational levels that you have, and that's why they're comfortable and they enjoy it. And kudos to that, you know. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, you know, YouTube they have these technical things in place, these algorithms and so forth. And so they want you to find the right audience. They want your audience, that audience specifically tailor-made for you. They want that audience to be reached by you. You know, they want you guys to connect on that level, because that's what they're doing. They have a mission statement about why they're there and what they're offering. And we know that because we're utilizing the service. But a lot of you people do things, and I don't see you do anything other than complain, and in the wrong ways. You're not complaining for the purpose of being productive and trying to get people to wake up and see something. You're complaining because you just want something to say. You just need something to say. A lot of you guys get on here and you freaking stalk people. You are grown-ups. And you have no ability to realize that your intelligence level is low. You don't really care because you have a bunch of other people who are on your same vibrational low intelligence levels. And they egg you on. A bunch of jackasses. You know? We see these people in regular everyday life, and we can't stand these people. And they'll be the first people to say, why don't people like me? What's wrong with me? I'm great. You know? You're great. You're covered in greatness. You're scumbag pieces of shit covered in greatness. Birds of a feather flock together. And if I'm a lowlife, if I'm a cutthroat, if I steal and rob and hurt people and harm and do everything and can't be trusted, if I have a circle of friends, aren't they just as low level as I am? The person who's good in that group, they'll be the victim in that group. You get what I'm saying? So you guys have to pay attention to who you let around you. Not because you're being paranoid, but because you're being smart. You guys, you know, the examples that you use and stuff, it doesn't make any logical sense when we think about how you complain about things and what other people aren't doing. Here you guys are on YouTube, literally with a platform yourselves, complaining about what another person that you're stalking and following is not doing. But you're on YouTube just like they are. You can take that message to another level, right? But see, a certain intelligence level, right, will dictate what you will do or how you will proceed about thinking about what you want to do, right? Scumbag pieces of shit covered in greatness. So when the average person looks at you, I guess they see what I saw when I looked at those chocolate covered strawberries today. I guess they see that, and it looks tasty to them, right? Because they're consuming it in great volumes, right? There's a bunch of you guys. Some of you guys wake up in the morning, and instead of having a message, you spend your whole fucking day talking about someone else, what they're doing, what kind of cereal they're eating in the morning. I mean, just think about this stuff. If you're someone who's following this person, think about who you are in your own mind. How would you feel if someone scrutinized every move that you made in your life? From what kind of cereal you ate, what kind of people you wanted to hang around, all of these things, right? They have no effect on your own lives. Meanwhile, your lives are shit because you're shit. So, your failure to recognize that you're not a tasty chocolate-covered strawberry, right? Metaphorically, you're not that to the rest of the world, but you think you are. Your messages suck, a lot of you. For those who are great, you know you're great. That's why you have the followings you have. That's why you have the success and status that you have and reach that level. The best of us know our mission. The best of us understand that those people will come. Build it and they will come. You've heard that slogan, right? We build and we know you guys are going to come because we are doing the right things here. So just understand that, you know, the people that you look at, if you're not able to see that they're wrong, that they do wrong things to people, that they misbehave like children, they're unfair, all of those things that you laugh and, you know, you slap them on the back when they do these negative things, and you know it's amusing to you, right? Until you become the victim. And then it's not funny anymore, right? Then you want our sympathy. But just as empaths, we don't have sympathy for scumbag pieces of shit who are covered in greatness, who are not available to listen to a message, only if the message is bullshit. If I'm telling you some juicy, salacious bullshit about someone's life or something that can damn them or hurt them, then you're all for that. You want to hear that and you're all on board to talk about it. But as soon as I talk about empowerment or something that's going to help you in your own fucking low-graded minds, you're not interested. And that's why when I shoot these videos when I was out on vacation, I had a guy literally follow me several blocks. For every turn I made, he turned with me. Every street and avenue I went down, he turned with me. Because he wanted to see what I was doing. He wanted to be annoying to me. I'm not thinking about this guy. Here we are in a city full of people all about walking around doing their things, day-to-day life. And this guy, he's such a low life that he wakes up in the morning, comes outside looking for something to do, and just decides to just follow some random stranger who's doing something, you know, and he wants to see what that's about. Now, I told you guys, if I had gone to this man and I had said, hey, sir, I'm really trying to find this place. Can you please help me? He would not have taken a minute of his time to care about my concerns or to help me as just a fellow man, his fellow man. Wouldn't have done that for me. You know? He's, you know, but yet I'm minding my business and I have this guy following me around because he's a scumbag, POS, and maybe he thinks he's covered in greatness because he's great enough to do what he's doing, and there's nothing wrong with what he's doing, right? Many of you look at people do things and you don't have an opinion, you don't care. Because you're stupid. And that's the real reason why you do what you do, because you're fucking stupid. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it for you today. It's raining outside. I'm going to get wet in a minute. So I'm not going to, sugarcoat this. I'm going to rain on your asses. You're not great. And if you have money and status, maybe you did certain things to get that money and status. That doesn't make you a great person. Kissing ass, licking bootstraps or whatever you're doing does not make you great. It just means you know how to be a slick, slimy motherfucker. That's all it says about you. There's nothing for us to applaud about what you do. So for those of you out there who complain because, you think that everyone should have the spotlight on you, well, maybe you're not worth the spotlight. Some of you can't even fucking read. Some of you can't even fucking, speak properly. But you want an audience. You want people who have education or people who have a certain mind of intelligence or something. You want these people to focus on you. But you're a jackass. When we look at your videos, you're not giving us a goddamn thing. You're just literally just sitting there cursing and doing dumb shit. Right? Because you're trying to appeal to the audience out there who's just like that. And that's the scary thing, because that says that there's a lot of people on that intelligence level in the world at large. The very people that I speak to you guys about every fucking day. So I just want you to know that you're not great. Not because I want to tear you down, but because you're not fucking great. Coming down hard now. So let me get on out of here. I love bad behavior, folks. But what I really, really don't like are scumbag pieces of shit who believe that they're covered in greatness. Because all we ever see is a pile of shit, and all we ever get is a bad smell. You folks like the videos and share them. If you're out in the rain, make sure you take an umbrella, because I didn't. Till we talk again, when I get dry, you folks, take care.